Reputations, some being easy, others providing mounts, but some are just a royal pain in the butt. So today we'll be going over the 8 most annoying reputations. Let us begin. Coming in at number 1, we have the vanilla reputation of the Argent Dawn. This one over the years has become quite the vigorous task, and yes, you can do the Argent Dawn quests, but that is nowhere near enough rep to get exalted. The method in which you obtain reputation with this faction is through the quests Annals of the Silver Hand. This will require you to go into the dungeon of Stratholme. This is the main entrance, not the service entrance, and here you need to head towards the end of the dungeon to pick up the book in one of the offshoot rooms. Once obtained, then you must hand this into Lord Raymond George at Light's Hope Chapel. This is a very tedious affair and is quite long-winded, hence why I have placed it at number 1 on this list. Next up at number 2, we have the Keepers of Time reputation from the Burning Crusade expansion. This is only obtainable through the dungeon Black Morass, though with this you will have to farm the reputation through dungeon spamming, but spamming is not a problem. However, this dungeon has a lot of RP, which is incredibly time consuming. This gets very boring incredibly fast, and to this date I have not been bothered to farm out this reputation because of this. Coming in at number 3, and in the Burning Crusade expansion again, we have the reputation for the Ash Tongue Deathsworn. This reputation can only be obtained through the use of the Black Temple, which is on a weekly lockout. However, you are able to speed it up somewhat by killing only the first sets of trash at the beginning of the raid. This will only give you a bar of reputation with this faction, and with a 10 instance run per hour, this will mean that you will be running this quite a bit until you reach Exalted, making it quite the grind if you are wanting to do this somewhat faster. Following on to this, at number 4, we have the reputation for the Scale of the Sands. Located within the raid Battle of Mount 𝐻𝐸𝐸, you'll be able to farm this reputation out, though this takes a fair amount of time due to the weekly lockout, and with this raid having large stages of RP dialogue, makes it so you will become numb after this is exalted, and even regret even attempting this farm. On the lighter side, this could be worse, and of course this can be a lot worse at number 5, with the reputation of the Black Prince from the Mists of Pandaria expansion. This reputation used to be really easy to obtain when this expansion was current, due to the legendary quest line with Wrathion, but since then this has been removed and you are not able to receive reputation in this manner anymore. Now the only way to gain reputation for this faction is to beat one of the 4 world bosses on the Timeless Isle. This can only be done once a week, rewarding you with 500 reputation points. This in turn means that it will take you at least 84 weeks to go from neutral to exalted with this faction, so good luck getting this reputation. Next up at number 6, and moving back into vanilla, we have the reputation for the faction Ravenhold. This one is quite the pain to get maxed out to exalted. There are 2 methods in which you do this farm. You either make your way over towards the BFA Arathi Highlands and slay the syndicate members for 5 reputation with the Ravenhold, and along with that, with the density of the mobs, this is going to take a while in of itself. Or the other method of pickpocketing mobs in the Black Rock Depths for heavy junk boxes. To become exalted through this, it will take around 1,200 to 1,450 of these boxes depending to reach exalted status with this faction. Needless to say, this will take forever and a day to do, so best of luck to you. Next up at number 7, we have the Burning Crusade expansion for the Orgrimmar. Yeah, I can't say that right. Within the Blade's Edge Mountains and nestled between the western edge of the map, you will find the Orgrimmar base camp, where you will have some introduction quests. However, once this is done, you will only be able to obtain reputation by doing the daily quests alone. This is going to take a good while in order to do, just because there is only a couple which can be done per day. I have actually kept away from doing this reputation due to my hatred towards minute daily quests, and as such I have not exalted this to this date. Last and finally on this list is one that is a pain in the butt to get, but has an awesome payoff in regards to this. This is the combined reputation of the Kurenai for the Alliance and the Mag'har for the Horde. You will first need to go to the respective questing hubs within the zone of Nagrand in Outland. Once you have unlocked the repeatable quest, More War Beads, you will then need to make your way over to coordinates 29.4 to 25.8. Here you'll be slaying all of the ogres for the item Obsidian War Beads. This is a very long grind. This will take you around 750 war beads on average, which means that you'll be slaying thousands of ogres for a ton of hours. Be prepared, but the payoff for this is that you will obtain 8 Tollbuck mounts, from which is definitely worthwhile for all of you mount collectors out there. Other than that, guys, that is my pick for the 8 most annoying reputations. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.